Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of I Play RTA and mauled and laugh and cry and eat my vegetables. Today, once again, not live, because currently, anytime I try to do live, the game just decides that it hates me. So, I'm not, I'll do live. I'll keep trying to do live, but the game just is not having it with me when I attempt to record. So we're going over ones that I did that went well that I wasn't filming for. The first one is this one. They go for Solly, Knackle, ADS, Arc, Demon, Shadow, Rowana, and DDR. I go for Ilanov, Celine, Senya, DJB, and Aiden. Let's do this. So their ADS is very fast, but everybody has immunity, so I don't really care what they do. Like, they can seal DDR, but he doesn't have a passive. He's one of very few ML5 stars that doesn't have a passive. And then we just need to see, is this an attack or an effectiveness, Rowana? It pushed back the DJB, but it did not reset him, which is great. I also didn't get reset, I'm just realizing now. I don't think it reset anybody. Rowana failed to strip immunity from 2 people. And then didn't reset DJB. But that's fine. I'm just going to kill ADS so Rowana will never, ever take another turn, ever. Alright, Rowana, that was a good time for you. This doesn't matter because DJB will cleanse, especially a 22 HP. Ray does not have enough effectiveness. So they're going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and heal everybody. And then hopefully this blows up the Knackle, an S3 from Senya. If it doesn't, if she counter salvos, we're in for the long haul. She lived with 181 HP and can solo, or not solo, but she can salvo. Now it becomes more difficult because she hit Aiden. Please don't counter. I'm going to soul burn this. Don't counter salvo. Okay, that's good enough. Aiden can clean things up. Okay. Rowana's useless and DDR can't do anything. I think they just want to kill DDR at the, or DJB at this point. But hey, DJB, I find him quite useful against specifically Solitus. I ended up banning the Solitus because I didn't think that their ADS would be very fast, but it ended up working out. Next up is Sek, who I cannot show a replay of, but I wanted to show it because this is one of very few instances where I outdrafted them. I banned Bunny Dom, and they conceded before we even got to the match. I find it funny. Next up, this was actually fun because it was Mort. I have no damage, so strap in. I'm not going to show you how many turns it was because I'm not that mean. Anyway, we're just going to go into BBK. Try to stun her, immune her, something. Lethe doing this is not great. Who is she going to do things into? A Tywin. That is perfectly fine. Hand guy pretty much has to S3 here to prevent A Tywin from stunning and defense breaking everybody. The Lethe's on Samasaras, which is actually kind of fine. And I don't mind DD... there's too many acronyms. Hand guy. Mort doesn't get stripped, which is bad. He's gonna step on everybody. Just wait until this is future Mort. Injury won't be quite as good as on him. Well, injury will still be good on him. Anyway, I need to kill Lethe as soon as possible. But first and foremost, can I stun the BBK? Thank you. DDR is now angry. I don't care about Mort. I just want to stun and defense break everybody. I missed the BBK anyway because 20% is 20%, but she's dead. Okay. Do I S3? I do not. I try to strip the Mort and it punishes me immediately, but that's fine. I'm going to go into stealth. Strip everything. I didn't strip anything, and now Mort is scary. And I legitimately... I mean, obviously you know I win because you can see it at the beginning of things, but I legitimately thought I was going to get soloed by Mort. And I don't know that I would have been upset about it. Because it's Mort. They cleanse my Solly, which is weird, but I still need to take care of this Lethe before she can S3. Because I don't want to have to deal with two annoying units. I get a dual attack, which is pretty nice. Don't know that it really would have changed much, but... Mort is on Ancient Dragon Legacy. So Hand Guy almost has his S3 again. Which is wild to me. He can cleanse the bear. He just keeps... But that's fine. I'm just going to strip the barrier. I get another dual attack. Oh, my phone's going to do that. Keep doing that, huh? He can S3 again. Here he goes. He's giving me the feet. Everybody is very injured. But let's keep working on you. Okay. That is one problem down. Hand Guy can S3. I think they probably should have S1'd. I'm going to try to provoke you. It does not work. They probably could have killed Solly there, but I don't know why they didn't. Ancient Dragon Legacy can only proc once a game in terms of resetting. Speed down is pretty nice. Especially if I can get rid of the crit damage buff and the speed buff. I just decide, I don't know why I didn't S3. Oh, because Hand Guy hasn't cleansed yet. So I want to kind of prompt him to cleanse. Which he does. What a good boy. Alright, A-Tai, when you're pretty much dead, I get another dual attack. But that one, he's on Durandal, so it's not necessarily great. It pushed him up so much. But now he doesn't kill a Tywin when he could. I don't know why he didn't kill a Tywin there. Because he just cleansed the attack down that he did. But I'm not this person, so I don't know. I don't remember what I do. Do I go into Hand Guy? I do go into Hand Guy because he's very annoying. Now I will strip all of the buffs. Please, Sharoon, you have 200 effectiveness. Okay. Senya gets her second S3 of the game. We're going to Mort to do some damage. I can't stun Mort, So I'm just going to push up with Handman. This was legitimately a lot closer than I thought it would be. Than I thought it had any right to be. Unbuffable's good on Mort. He can S3 here, but he's not going to get any of his buffs. Solly, if you could live, please. The power of stealth. I think I check here to see if he has his S3. He does not, so let's stun you. Perfect. And now we can kill you with Fairy Tale. Please. Boop. There he goes. And now we just have to hope Mort doesn't counter. But he's not on lifesteal, so he will eventually die. He is 2 turns away from his S3. He can kill Senya here. And he almost does. But Solly and Sharoon, the power couple. I'm just going to S1. Oh, what a fight. What a fight. I was legitimately scared of getting soloed by Mort. Kit will be very happy to see that one, I know for certain. And then we have Edwaru, and it's another Wukong game. They go for Solitus, Amiki, Zio, Rowana, and BBK. I go for Senya, A Tywin, DJB, Immortal, Wukong, and Knuckle. They ban out Knuckle, I ban out BBK. Zio's going first. We don't have to worry about Rowana quite yet. I believe he goes into the Senya, because they need to get rid of the Senya first. They're going to soul burn this because they have 2 books, which is the perfect amount of books, apparently. This is going to cleanse the debuff, which is pretty nice, so everybody will have speed down removed. It does not reset DJB, which is wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and push him up. A Tywin did get reset, though, but if I could provoke the Zio, please. 1 provoke, please? Please? Cool. Thank you. You bastard. They're going to go after Senya because they can't do too much while he's still there. No Death Break, which is nice. They're going to soul burn for this one. No 15% there. Zio is going to go. If she could live the S1, S2, please? Barely. Okay, okay. She's dead. I have Wukong's S3, but I don't really want to use it yet because I don't see the use of it. I'd rather... Okay, that's fine. You can give me more attack and speed. That's also good. I took a risk. I wanted DJB to stun Solly so bad. Please, DJB. Show them you're still relevant. And she did. He did. They did. We did. Because now I'll take more attack and speed. A Tywin has his S3 this turn, so let's go ahead. Defense break. Stun. Perfect. Zio didn't get stunned, but that's fine. No crit. No crit. Wukong. You're wild. I think I S1 here to heal everybody up. I was wondering if I S2'd the blind. Now, the most annoying unit here is by far Solitus, so she is going to explode. Because that will also mean Rowana will never take another turn ever. Zio needs to kill Wukong right here. No crit. No crit. Thank you, phone. Perfect. What do I do here? I provoke the Rowana. I heal up, and Wukong S1 destroys everybody and goes almost back to full, I believe? Goes back to full, and a barrier. Now Amiki has to deal with 3 units. They do have Soul Burn. They're going to go into Wukong. I have Death Pen resist, so that's not going to do anything. They do get the provoke, but that's fine. I am just going to heal up, or not heal up, push up, just to get rid of the provoke. I didn't really need to do it, he was just going to S1 anyway, but I feel safer with immunity on everybody. So let's S1. She counters. Okay. Okay. Barely did anything. Provoke? Perfect. And then I started to wonder about this Amiki's ER, because DJB was the last one to go, and he stunned her? And I have questions. Does your Amiki not have ER? Because I need to check. I'm fairly certain my DJB doesn't have effectiveness. Nope. Sure doesn't. To each their own. Anyway, next up is Carol, the cat. I didn't say who we had. I actually used Harsetti. It was a miracle. And mine is like, I changed mine so she's like kind of mid-speed. DDR can do whatever he wants. He's going to push up and proc Celine, and Celine's going to go into Feta. And then I'm going to go into Feta. Hit, please, Celine. Thank you. And then they just raw S3 into Sharoon and do not kill her, and Amiki takes offense to that. And they quit. Good job, Amiki. Good job, Harsetti. I changed mine. I don't know that mine's very good, but I did change her. I made her more... Oh, this is just a hot mess. What am I doing? This has like... What am I doing? I like kinda did effectiveness, but not really. Don't look at that. We'll just go back and ignore the fact that Harsetti exists on my account. Anyway, next up, A Tywin, A Euphine, A Elena, A Rhea, and A Landy. I go for Ilanov, Senya, Elvira, which is notable for a reason that my opponent will very shortly find out. Amiki and Celine. They ban out Senya, I ban out Arya. Hey, so they're gonna S3, which is fine. As it appears everybody has forgotten, Elvira stops Fighting Spirit. We know that about Euphine and Knackle and everything. However, Landy also does not get Fighting Spirit. So, I'm just gonna kill A Euphine. They're gonna S3. They miss Celine, which is good. Amiki and A Tywin have, or Elvira have resist. They're gonna S1. I get a counter, which is pretty nice. And this is where they realize that Landy doesn't have fighting spirit. And I think they just quit. Yeah, because Elvira's gonna break Landy out of stealth. And then she's dead. So yeah, always remember who has fighting spirit. Always remember. So this one needs some context. I had just gotten absolutely dumpstered by 3 very high-ranking people, including Legend Potato Balls. So for this person, Rapi, they go for BBK, Sharoon, Harsetti, A-Tywin, and Rylet. I go for Ilanov, LRK, Ed, Amiki, and Arby. They ban out Ilanov, I ban out BBK. I do not take anything. I do not take, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, also, yeah, everybody's going before my units. Responsibility for my actions. I may have emoted on this person because it made me feel better at the time. Everybody resists everything except for Ed, which is pretty hilarious. They're going to dual attack into Ed. I'm just going to resist those debuffs. That's fine. So they have to kill Ed now. Which they're going to. Arby? Oh my god, a Gab? Can we prove to this person that evasion is a joke? Oh my god, we did it? It made me feel good. I now understand why people emote. I'm not going to do it often, but I now understand why people emote. Because, by God, that felt good. Oh my god, after getting absolutely dumpstered into the ground, I finally hit evasion and it felt so good. I apologize, Rappy. I apologize. Next up, A-Tywin, DDR, Knackle, Albedo, and BBK. I go for Ilanov, Celine, Dilibet, who I picked because everybody's been doing A-Tywin, DDR, Harsetti, so I've been picking Dilibet to counteract that, and Sharoon. I ban Albedo, they ban Amiki. DDR is going to go first. That's fine. Hit your buttons. I physically do not care what you do here. They are going to hit their buttons. I'm going to go into BBK because that's all Celine knows. I am going to attempt to kill Knackle. Can I crit? Oh my god, I crit. Thank you. Okay. So now, Knackle, if you could just do me a favor. Just do me a solid. I got a dual attack. Okay. Not great. I didn't want to risk. I didn't want to risk Knackle countering. I do S3 here, hoping that I can crit. I don't, but she doesn't counter. There is a god. Everybody has Indomitable, which gives defense buff, which is pretty nice. She misses the Celine. Nobody dies. What do you do, DDR? What do you do? They're gonna S3, which is a choice. But since Celine is so low, i.e. she has no damage whatsoever, I can strip the immortality in one go, and then the cascade will pop her. Okay, I cleanse that, so no qualms there. Let's go ahead. I don't want BBK to, so I just get rid of him so I can trigger his rage buff. And now we S3. And this should kill BBK. Perfect. And then I kill a Tywin. Give him the old knock. No. Knockwall says no. It always feels good. Who's next? You's next. Yeah, Sparky. In Masara Town, which is a pretty big guild in Europe. DDR, tell me if you're tired of seeing DDR. DDR, Albedo, Handman, LCB, and SSV. I go for a Tywin, Ilanov, Celine, Sharoon, and LHC. They ban LHC. I get rid of SSV. I lost it. I don't know where I am anymore. Help. Somebody's on barrier set. Just perfectly fine. Hit your buttons if you dare. They're just going to S1 into Ilanov since she has immunity. Please stun the... Okay, defense break on LCB is fine. I will take that. It is going to break Celine out of stealth, but I don't think LCB's counter can kill Celine. So we're just going to go ahead, go into you. Does good damage, but not enough. I am going to push back the hand guy, just on the off chance that he war horns ahead of me. And now I kill LCB, please. Please? Okay. Do you want to hit your button? That is a button. It was not the correct button, unfortunately. And then we just go into Albedo and eventually win the game. Easy. Stressful. Painful. Easy. Next up. I don't know why I'm facing a lot of people in Champion. It's strange to me. Next up is Black Reaper. I feel bad for what I did. They go for a Tywin, Amiki, Harsetti, Blood Moon Haste, and LRK. I go for Senya, DDR, BBK, Sharoon, and Arby. They get rid of Sharoon? And I get rid of Amiki. I put Arby in the back, because that is the only appropriate thing to do. They're just going to S3, which is perfectly fine, I guess, to stop the Pestilence buff. But the only one who will really get it is Senya and Arby. Yep. Not super worried about that. Let's go ahead and sleep, everybody. I did not sleep the A Tywin, which is not great, if we're honest. Let's go ahead and kill the Blood Moon Haste. And it's the one Proof of Valor Blood Moon Haste in the entire server. I don't have attack buff, which isn't great. I'm just gonna S3 though. He does counter. And then I'm not missing the most HP, but let's soul burn this. Just get some venom stacks, hopefully. Break everybody down a little bit. Okay. I was like, I'm hoping they S3 here and proc Senya, which they do. It stuns BBK, but I don't... She already did her thing. I don't really care about her anymore. And then they soul burn into Arby, but they don't have Celestine. I think they just want to give themselves a barrier. But the barrier isn't, because this'll kill a Tywin 100%. Does it also kill Blood Moon Haste though? I don't know that it matters. Because I do a good amount of damage. He does get Grudge, but hey, here's Senya. Senya has her advanced S3 now. Blow up the Blood Moon Haste? Perfect. I didn't even need the pot. And then here's Arby to finish things off. I feel dirty. But also that felt kind of good. I felt dirty, but it felt nice. I don't know how to... I'm conflicted. Anyway, next up, we got Yang Reborn with DDR A Tywin. So thoughtful. Albedo, Destina, and Ravi. I do Ilanov, Celine, Dilibet, Sharoon, and Alencia. They get rid of Alencia. I get rid of their only source of damage. Ravi. Prepare for another humdinger. They're just going to straight S3. I guess they just gave up. But that's perfectly fine. They're going to S3. I think I just soul burn into DDR. It's going to proc Oh no, I go into Albedo. Sharoon, if you could not crit anybody, that would be wonderful. I know you're going to, but if you could not. Okay, so Albedo counters. She does hit Celine, but she only hits Celine's evasion, not her stealth. So she is still in stealth, baby. I'm just going to go into Albedo because she is soaking up way too much damage. But now Destina is free to do all of her stuff, that's fine. They're going to go into Sharoon, try to kill her. Makes sense. We're going to S3, hit everybody. Doesn't quite kill Sharoon. So I am going to fail to stun you. I think they push up Albedo again. Yeah, they push up Albedo. And there she goes. Luckily for everybody, Celine exists. And Celine will be doing so much today. I get a dual attack. Pretty nice. It does kill the Albedo. I'm just gonna S3 here because they have no more like AoE debuffs that they need to do. So it's best to just kind of proc everybody now. No sleep, perfectly fine. Let's go into you next. Destina's just gonna S1 here. They're not gonna S3 because that would kill them. Into Ilanov, that's perfectly fine. Once again, we will just attempt to kill a Tywin. Whoop! Should have known that would happen. Constantly surprised by it. They're going to provoke Ilanov, which is perfectly okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. Not quite. Okay. They're trying to kill Ilanov, which is actually kind of good for me because my Ilanov's on Holy Sack. And I don't quite think they've figured that out yet. I'm going to S3 into DDR, hopefully kill him, because this will force Destina to S3, bring back everybody, and that will make Celine very angry. Hit your buttons, Destina. Do your best. I don't care who I go into as long as it's not Destina. Albedo works. So there goes their mitigation immediately. DDR can only S1 or S2. They're going to S2, which also works for me. They're going to go into Ilanov, but she has Holy Sack. Hooray! Let's kill DDR because a Tywin is taking damage from Arius, and then we kill a Tywin. I soulburn this. I probably should have S3'd, but and hey, Celine's still active, by the way. Destina, you gotta make it 4 turns. Alright. I'll take the attack buff. I do love the attack buff. Bonk. Water's Origin is fine. They still have so many turns. Into Ilanov, no Venom. Perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and push everybody up. I now notice Ilanov can S3. So that's what I'm going to do, just to injure her down a little bit more. And Celine has her S3 with a soul burn, baby. So long. Fun fight. Celine did unholy amounts of damage. I'll actually show the battle results. I never show these because I don't find them interesting, but like, she did so much damage. She did more damage than their entire team combined, which is hilarious. That was Yang Reborn. Next up is Saber Fox. They go for Sali, A Tywin, Amiki, RBBBK, because they only know one thing. I go for Ilanov, Celine, DJB, Bryceria, and Senya. They get rid of Bryceria. I get rid of BBK. Do you press buttons? They do. Okay. I am fine with that. If I could go into a Tywin or... Okay. That is not a Tywin. I would have liked either a Tywin or Sali, but a Tywin doesn't really do too much here because I will have immunity on everybody. I put Celine in the back because usually she doesn't dodge anything. So I thought she'd just die immediately. But it's kind of nice that Senya doesn't proc immediately. I'm gonna hopefully kill a Tywin. Nope, but they can't do too much here. They are just gonna S3 though. I'm not... I guess just to get as much damage as they possibly can. What do you do, Amiki? No soul burn. You're gonna go into Senya. Okay. I have Ilanov, so it's not gonna do the most damage possible. DJB does live with 1 HP. They're just gonna S2, which you don't have to do that. It just procs automatically. Anyway, we're going to go into RB. DJB's going to die, but I think we'll be okay. Because Senya will just do Senya things, even if Celine doesn't die somehow. They do have another soul burn, which is perfectly fine. Again, Senya will do her thing. Celine misses again, which is amazing. Can I soul burn kill you? Perfect. They can strip. Hopefully they get the immunity. They don't. Okay. Well, there goes Senya before she gets to S3. But that is fine. Ilanov still has her trick. They try to go into Celine. They don't strip, thank goodness. I still have my trick available. Ow. Ow. I no longer have my trick available. But Celine thankfully cuts. Don't counter. Dual attack's nice. I should have known that would happen. It always does, but I constantly forget because I'm on a phone. They can't kill Celine here. Okay. Sali cannot kill me, and I'm provoked into Amiki. Boop, boop. Goodbye. Okay, Sali, do your thing. You won't get a chance to because I'll just kill you with Celine's S3. Bye! You tried your best. Do it. Hit S3. They didn't do it. It's disappointing. Next up, DX MSSO. DDR, RB, SSV, Amiki, Ed. I go for Ilanov, Dilibet, Bryceria, Solitaria, and Karina. And they just let me have that and get rid of Karina, and I get rid of Ed. So I'm just gonna... I try to push back the DDR. Because the DDR can do things. I don't get the stun, which is unfortunate. But I have a lot of things good into their team. No Alexa's basket, get wrecked. This is going to push everybody up. Let us... kill, it didn't even proc Bryceria, which is pretty nice. Let's go ahead, kill SSV. Please. Boop. Perfect. Now we can S3. This will kill RB and maybe DJB. He is death broken. Okay. Alright, Amiki. Can you kill everybody? Knockwall, no. That's what I say. I say Knockwall, no. They're going to go into Ilanov. Doesn't do too much. Procs Bryceria's immortality, so she's still alive. Ilanov still has her Holy Sack available. If I can strip something or stun her... Okay, counter's not great. Ow. Ow. Can I get a stun? Or a strip? I stripped the attack buff, but I did get a stun, so... we take those. Get wrecked. We would have been fine, though. Ilanov still had her Holy Sack available, so... we take those. Next up is Izaquid, who still has one of the worst connections I've ever fought because it's always opponent is waiting for opponent. I don't know. They need to get better internet. Blood Moon Haste, BBK, Amiki, Elena, Lilligant, Galalias, the Pokemon. She's Hisui and Lilligant. I go for Senya, A Tywin, Sharoon, Solitaria, Arya. I don't remember who I ban, but I ban someone. Elena goes first, which is probably the best case scenario, if I'm honest. They can S3, but I have strips. So I'm just gonna rip this. I have 165 effectiveness. I have faith. I get everything except for the Elena, which makes sense. Sharoon does have more effectiveness, though. So maybe if I can defense break the Elena and push her back. Perfect. Let's S3 into the Elena so that she cannot cleanse. I know this will kill her and proc Blood Moon Haste, but I have faith. Can I stun her? Then I can go after Blood Moon. All right. I'm just going to S1. I have no need to S3 here. And now we focus you as much as humanly possible. Get a dual attack, which is very, 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 very helpful, if I'm honest. Please don't counter me, you dumb twink. Okay, well, he's just going to counter. Okay. No extra attack, though, which I will take. I don't want to go into him with anybody that doesn't have damage. Arya's going to proc immediately. They cannot counter this, which is why I thought ahead. All right. Don't counter. Okay, well, wrong counter, but that's fine. Please don't counter and kill. Okay, we're good. All right, Amiki, go into Arya, please. GG. Next up, this person with DDR, ML Senya, Harsetti, Diane, and Charlotte. I appreciate the Charlotte and the Diane pick. Against my A Tywin, Celine, Sharoon, Dilibet, and Spez. They banned Spez, and I get rid of ML Senya. What will happen? So Harsetti's going to go first. And then the best case scenario, their DDR goes second. What shall you do? S3, S2, S1, they're all bad choices. What do you do? Wrong. Here's Sharoon. Sure, I don't have Cascade on most of my units, but I do not need it. Push everybody back. Now we kill DN so that there's no cleansing. And now a Tywin, if you wouldn't mind stunning everybody. That would be fantastic. Perfect. Charlotte gets pushed up, and they quit. Because Dilibet would eat everybody for breakfast. GG. Harsetti is not invincible. And then this last one, I have it made me so happy because for the first time, one of the first times that I can remember, at least in recent history, my bad luck had a positive outcome, which I guess makes it good luck, but it was still bad luck. I don't know how you would equate this. Anyway, they go for Senya, DDR, AOL, Bryceria, and Abyssal. I go for A Tywin, Celine, Sharoon, Amiki, Aiden. I ban the Senya, they ban the Amiki. So, you're going first. What do? They get a dual attack with Abyssal, but that procs Aiden, who strips the immortality, procs Celine. Celine goes into Abyssal, which gets rid of her skill null, and then I can kill the Abyssal. If it's Elbrus, I don't care. If it's Holy Sack, even better, they picked Bryceria. She dies, and now A Tywin is very angry. So A Tywin is just gonna stun some people, stun specifically the Bryceria, and then they just quit because they had too good of luck. They got a dual attack with the wrong person at the wrong time, and oh god, mwah, perfect. Couldn't have written it better myself. Normally that happens and I explode, but that time Aiden dodged and I got a counter of it and procced AOL before. Perfect. Perfect. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love all of you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye. I hit pause. I didn't mean... No. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is.